Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and it is time for a short and sweet weekly painting progress because, well, progress was made, but not a whole lot. So this past week, I have been LARPing as a single parent, and it's been quite challenging. Obviously, my kids are pretty much fully grown, and my wife is out of town helping out with her family. And I have been trying to juggle work and fit my kids' schedules into the daily routine, but it is quite difficult to sit down and paint when everything is on my shoulders. It's really nice having somebody there to help out and take care of everything, and I do feel like I make a good team with my wife. And she is missed, but thankfully she will be back next weekend. So I cannot promise there will be much to show next week either, if anything at all. So do not be alarmed if it's just a random plastic model kit or, 3D printed stuff showing up on a Monday. We'll get back to it eventually. I am in the middle of report cards. We've got walkthroughs and accreditation stuff with superintendents on our site this week, and I'm on the committees for that. I've got a training to go to. There's just a lot, and there's Halloween, right? There's just a lot going on right now. So, nevertheless, I did manage to try painting some Reclusians. Now, I'm not super pleased with it. It's a bit sloppy. And there are absolutely things that need to be fixed on him, but I figure I gave it a shot, and honestly, it's not that bad. I figure, it looks, very plain and simple, but I did try, and it really, believe it or not, like all the little cracks, crevices, and insides of his cape, I did paint. I managed to get some on the back of his blue there. That's not good. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm like one of those people that really will sit there and pull the model apart and try to paint it. And I didn't glue it yet. I think I just left it as a push fit. You'll notice I did not bother to put anything on his little litany scroll things. Mostly because, well, I tried on another one. And I wasn't super pleased with the results. So I did actually finish all three of the guys in this unit. And I really like these models. They're really kind of fancy looking, I think part of my frustration was every time I get like a tiny little bit of white or blue on the other cape, and then I'd have to go back and fix it, and it was a bit of a hassle. But I like the alternating with the chrome and the silvers and the golds everywhere, and that blue just makes them really stand out. So those are the basic guys. And surprisingly, they actually are different poses, even though they do end up looking kind of similar. But honestly, the best one was the dual axe wielding guy, and I really made a mess of his armor, unfortunately. Again, even with that 3x zoom, you can see, like, I kind of ended up plastering over a lot of the details on the embellished armor bits there. I guess I tried to play with his scrolls on his shield. I was not even aware of that. I couldn't get the gold to a level I was happy with, and that's just my crappy painting, and I ran out of the Vallejo gold that I like to use. I have not had a lot of luck with other companies' golds. I know with the P3 paints coming back from Steamforged, I might give them a try. I always like their gold, if it's the same formula and all. Now, I didn't do the little regular human dudes that are part of the unit, but I will get around to them. Hopefully I will start the Lord Terminus as well, but honestly, I don't know when I'm going to get to it. I hate to say that. It's funny that here we have a regular Liberator, and I feel like my brother painted this one, probably because it looks nicer than mine. Funny thing is, I have not been able to get him to paint anything. And when he does, it comes out really nice. I need him to bother painting stuff again. What's funny is he painted this one probably around the time that the starter set originally came out. Maybe around the time of Soul Wars, the second one with the Nighthawk guys. And this is just like a leftover model we had laying around. But I gotta say, they match. They match pretty well. And even with like the fanciness of, I don't remember, his name, Bastion or something. It was one of the big leader dudes. Again, I was crazy and tried to paint the inner little piping on his cape, but I didn't bother with these new guys. But they do all kind of match together, at least with the shiny chrome, silvers, and golds. You can get away with, you know, a little bit of variance there. I think I need to touch him up. He's very flat. I'm not liking those lightning bolts. They're blending in too much with the other stuff. But that's a whole different story. So yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to fix up the rest of these scrolls at some point and hopefully get to the human guys. And even if I don't get to use them in a proper game of Age of Sigmar, I don't know when I'm going to probably play that again. It's been a long time. I keep thinking about trying to get my students to try it, but I feel like it's just too much stuff. And at least like with things like Warcry, I think is a little bit easier for them with just the limited amount of units that you've got, and it doesn't break the bank, and I don't have to worry about them shelling out money or anything like that either. So it works out for everybody. But honestly, hey, you know what? I got stuff painted. That's what counts. Hopefully all you guys did too. And hopefully if you want, you can put those hashtags with weekly painting progress, and I will be happy to take a look at what you guys are up to too. And I just found this one. Did he paint this or did I? I don't even know. But again, they all kind of go together pretty nicely, don't they? So, with that said then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures. See you and thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.